Recording in progress. All right, let's start the feed. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. All right, it's there. This meeting is being live streamed. The bar is going across. The world's in decay, but we have poetry. All right. And George, take it away.
It's to me. It's George Wallace, one of the co-editors of Gray Weather for Media. You see me co-hosting and hosting at Parkside Lounge once a month or sort of occasionally. You'll see my name near the bottom of the credits, alphabetical by last name, Wallace. It's a pleasure to be working with Gray Weather for Media all these years and into the future. This is one of the great things that Gray Weather for Media does, this 10-minute featurette at on Wednesday night. And that's thanks to Thomas Fukuloro. And of course, everything's thanks to Jade Orworth. So thank you for what you do. This month, being the month of June, we're doing the special series of introductions of individuals from this particular book, New York City from the Inside, an anthology of New York City poetry that I edited for Blue Light Press in San Francisco. This is the third week that we're doing it. It's a 5 Wednesday month. And it's nice to do a boutique and a feature just on one person, because a lot of times we have, whether it's Zoom or live, we have 12, 15 people out there, and it's a stampede of poets coming up to the mic and doing their 6 minutes and making way for the next. So it's a nice time to give 10 minutes just to one person to read something from the book, from the anthology, that and then other work of theirs that they choose that may or may not reflect something about the New York City experience, but certainly focuses on them. And I was particularly pleased to be able to include Mindy Matijasevic in this collection, a native New Yorker. And she's been on the scene, since I came on the scene. I've seen her many, many times, as you all have, or anybody who's been in the New York City scene, as a performer, entertainer, poet, multi-talented individual. She's quote unquote a Bronx gal. And she writes poetry, memoir, and she has a lot of good comedy material. Nice to see her smoking a cigarette on the show. Before just an hour ago, I had another show, and it was John Sinclair smoking a cigar in Detroit. So this is Smoker's Night for the New York City from the Inside. We're going to enjoy the work of Mindy Matijasevic now. Thank you for joining us. Mindy, take it away. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you, George. Thank you, everyone. Well, the poem I have in this wonderful anthology, New York City from the Inside, is the first one I'll read. With women and children on the street, he lifted his shirt. It was a sweaty day. He caught the breeze on his moist skin, pot belly, hairy nipples. No one gasped or pointed. No jaws hung. No one called him topless. No one said he was looking for trouble. No mutterings about getting some self-respect. No one violated his space or body, then blamed him for their behavior. I fume with envy, freedom envy, freedom to not hide my flab, body hair, and nipples in shame. Freedom to catch a breeze on a sweltering day. You know, all the things that make a woman a slut. And now I'll read a mix of old and not so old poems. Okay. To the women who act like I want their husband, I don't. I didn't want mine, and I don't want yours. If he's willing to cheat on you, treat me like a back alley secret, I don't want him. Not my idea of a good life. Don't want to be his lover. Don't want to be his wife. The next one is teach the children well. Instead of writing, I will not chew gum in class, and I will not talk in class 100 times. We needed to be writing, I'm a precious and deserving person who should be heard 100 times. Love your snapping, Thomas. Anyway, this one's called On My Bronx Block. Thick smells of chicken and burgers barbecuing greet me as I step outside. Music's playing, a couple of grills and tables set up. Children running and riding by the open hydrant. Adults on chairs under trees. Some speaking Spanish, some English, some a Pakistani language. Eating, drinking, enjoying the breeze in the same language. Through the cracks of the city's sidewalks, you push up, spotting the urban scene with emerald plushness. I stand in awe of your strength to break through the concrete. I realize, I'm using a magnifying glass, and every now and then I hold it up like a microphone. So I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. Or even a particular neighborhood, we even into the tapestry curves to an anger scene, color to swarms of black and gray, even if it's only a dab of ruby red or sparkling burgundy. We bring roundness to hard edges, spiral thinking to straight lines. Takes longer to get from A to B, but it's a much richer ride. We cry and laugh and remember to love the children along the way, so when they are grown, they'll have something to give. We are woven into the tapestry, keeping it alive and ever changing. Brown leaf in February, veiny as legs, curvy like hips that turn heads, curled edges altering its once youthful shape, not too tender, not too tough, seasoned just right. Strong as a spirit making its presence known, crunchy yet not brittle, stem bending like tired vertebrae, bending but not breaking. Sounds like a woman to me. When the presidential election happened, a friend of mine, Jessica, sent me a photograph of her banging pots in the street. So I got inspired, and this is what came out of that. When Biden was announced the winner, did you whistle and shout, do the hokey pokey and shake it all about? Did you bang pots, dance hip hop, tap, jazz, ballet, do the nay-nay? Did you yell woohoo? Did you do the boogaloo, do-si-do and skip to my loo? Or did you simply sigh, phew? Not even in my dreams for an ex. I dreamt I tried to give him back a piece of him, tried to explain his mind was splitting. But just as in waking life, all my love could not put his mind back together again. And I guess I'll end with this. This is one of my favorites. It's called Living in Peace. A woman living alone can come out of a shower, sit, put one leg on another surface, receive the fan's breeze between her legs, not interpreted as an invitation, a tease, a flirt. She can just get some air on her coochie in peace. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mindy Matijasevic. Back to you, Thomas Fukuloro, for last words.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thank you so much, George. Just a few commercials before we go. This Sunday at the Parkside, I believe it's David Lawton who is hosting. We've got Nicholas Powers and Mo Seeger from Paris. You should definitely check that out. And for next Wednesday for the 10-minute feature, we have Simon Patet. Thank you so much. Mindy, would you like to leave us with a final thought, a final something to end the evening?
Well, given these past 2 years, this was one of the highlights in my existence. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. It really feels good. It was worth getting all fixed up for.
Fantastic. And thank you so much. We will end on that note. It was worth getting all fixed up for. Thank you all. Have a beautiful and safe night.